Kate here, and I have something a little different. I have been collecting what I call soft disclosures related to space topics. As you know, information is given out on a need-to-know basis, and at this point in time, we never need to know. So the public is always the last to know on many things, regardless of whether or not you and I might decide it's kind of important. So when it comes to things out in space, there is a lot we don't know. It's not that no one on Earth knows, it's that you and I do not know. It has been determined we don't need to know. So, and this is not new to a lot of you. So I have been collecting what I call soft disclosures. Why? Well, let me reword this. I have been collecting recent soft disclosures. Why? Because they were coming out rapid fire. And I thought, they softening us up for something actually substantial? Do you know how long it's been since they've said anything of any substance? Well, they came out with something that has a little meat. So, there's two things I want to talk about. One is something that was in one of the soft disclosures that is about Planet 9, which, Nibiru, it relates to Nibiru, and I'll discuss that at the end. So, in the meantime, we have the soft disclosures, which I'm not going to go through. I'm just going to read the headlines to you to kind of see, so you can watch the progression of what I've been looking at to the meat. We'll talk about that today. So, something a little different. So, on October 4th, 2017, NASA came out with an article called The Super Earth That Came Home to Dinner. Basically, it's talking about the existence of Planet 9. Then, September 3rd, 2018, Planet 9 may exist, but it might be hiding behind Neptune. And there's some information, a little bit of meat in that one we'll talk about at the end. Then on October 10th of 2018, you'll see what I mean by just woo, here we go. So this one was about Planet 9 on September 3rd of this year. Then October 10th of this year, space.com, mysterious deep space flashes, 19 more fast radio bursts found. And then October 15th of this year, New Scientist, again, mysterious cosmic radio signals spotted unusually close to Earth. Again, talking about those fast radio bursts. And then on October 26th, is that a 6? Yes, October 26th, Fox News, astronomers zero in on blue-hued asteroid. So that was what was just kind of flying out. And then it came out with this. Let's take a look at this. Now, of course, they named this thing something I can't say. I think they do that on purpose. So when you go to talk about it, you sound like an idiot because you can't say it. You'll see what I mean. So we're gonna look at two things here. One is from Fox News, dated November 5th. And the other one is dated November 2nd from the Daily Mail. So the one from Fox News, it mentions that there's this interstellar object. Looks kind of like an asteroid. They named it, it's Hawaiian. So that gives me a clue on how to pronounce it, right? It's Hawaiian for scout or messenger. And it is Umuamua. There you go, Umuamua. I'm going to call it Omo for the rest of this video. Okay? And again, it's Hawaiian for scout or messenger. It was discovered from a Hawaiian telescope that way. And I find it interesting that they named it that. Like, before they say they kind of figured out what it is. They already named it that. Interesting. So, Let's take a look at this Daily Mail one because this one had more information. This one is titled Mysterious Interstellar Asteroid, OMO, could be a giant solar sail sent from another civilization to look for signs of life, claim astronomers. And you're like, okay, now you're really out there, squirrel bait. Well, the title on the Fox News one, which, by the way, collaborates this story, so it's not like this is a fake news story. Mysterious interstellar object could be light sail sent from another civilization from Fox News. Okay. This mysterious object arrived in our solar system October 2017, so they waited a year to tell us. I have to question, why are they telling us this now? They could have just kept it to themselves, like they usually do. They softened us up first, and then told us this. Keep this in mind. Alright, so a mysterious asteroid we're going to call OMO. The first interstellar object ever seen in the solar system could be a gigantic alien solar sail sent to look for signs of life, a new study has claimed. They concluded that the strange asteroid might be a light sail of artificial origin. So what's a light sail? Well, much like the wind pushing a sailboat through the water, solar sails rely on sunlight to propel the vehicle through space. So they have a couple of ideas. Now, first of all, the reason why they believe this thing is not an asteroid is it changes speed and direction. You know, it's not changing direction because something's pulling on it. It literally changes direction. All right, so there's a couple of ideas here that they have as to what this thing might be. It could be debris from an advanced technological equipment. It could be debris. Something happened, got hit, smashed, and that's a piece of it. They also think that it could be a fully operational probe. It could very well be a probe that was sent out to look for alien life. Now, you do have to remember, those of you who are my age and older, remember SETI and looking for signals? Well, before that, we put out signals. Very basic, simple signals. Basically, let the universe know we're here. Maybe we got heard. So there's that idea. And the other option, which explains the lack of communication, apparently lack of communication, which means somebody tried to communicate with it. Somebody on this planet then tried to communicate with it. There's no signal coming from it at all. It's not producing any kind of signal. They believe that it might be an alien wreck, meaning it's lifeless. It's adrift. However, again, it changed direction, changed speed. Now, changing speed could have been automatic, again, that whole solar sail thing, but not change direction. So, the idea that it's dead out there. So, again, thinking it's more like an artificial relic of some kind. Finding evidence for space junk of artificial origin would provide an affirmation answer to the age-old question, are we alone? As the complex rotation of the object makes it difficult to determine the exact shape, there are many models of what it could look like. I found that interesting, given they keep saying it's cigar-shaped, it's shaped like this, it looks like this. A picture provided, as to what it looks like, as you can see. They tell us, they literally tell us they can't determine its exact shape. Yet, they tell us the cigar-shaped object named Oumuamua was spotted by the, and again it's Hawaiian, Haleakala Observatory in Hawaii on October 19th of last year. And this object has a mysterious red tinge to it. I wouldn't call that mysterious other than, okay, we're not sure exactly its shape, and it has a red tinge to it. A red tinge to it. Huh. Think about that. Red tinge to it. those of you who know about the various ancient texts and uh, prophecies, it's got a red tinge to it. Yeah, I find that interesting because it goes along with this other one. I'm just going to take a brief time out on this. That other one about the asteroid with the blue hue. Where is that? Got it here. Astronomers zero in on blue-hued asteroid. Fox News. Look it up. Actually, I'll link all this down below. You can read that one too. So we have something that's red-hued and something that's blue-hued. Both asteroids. Huh, okay. Moving on. There was something affecting its motion other than gravitational forces of the sun and planets. So it's not natural, whatever it is, right? Now, supposedly, nobody on this planet made it. They lie so much, who knows, right? And it is named for the Hawaiian term meaning scout or messenger, and passed the Earth at about 85 times the distance to the moon. So that's what they say there. Now, at the end of this article, at the end of Fox News, it mentions that Omo is traveling away from the sun, meaning currently, at the rate of approximately 70,000 miles per hour towards the outer part of the solar system. In approximately 4 years, it will whiz past Neptune's orbit on its way to interstellar space. So it's taken several years, to kind of pass through. Well, the other thing this article mentions is other studies have suggested that there might be other objects out there like this, okay, that will potentially enter our solar system with some potentially carrying life. So you wonder why they're telling us about this thing. Is it a probe? Did they get a signal from it? These prepared us for this. What's this preparing us for? Oh, what exciting times we're living in. Right? I've said that before. In between all the technology used to enslave us and to entrap us and to make us more prisoners than we already are, more like a prisoner than we already are, we also have all these fascinating things going on. The veil being lifted. Truth is flying out of everywhere. Interesting time to be alive. It really is. So, speaking of an interesting time to be alive, too many papers around here. Let's talk about that one I wanted to talk about. One about, yes, this one. This one about Planet 9, Planet X. I was saving this. Alright, let's take a look at this. See what they're talking about. Alright, so again, this is Fox News, published September 3rd of this year. Evidence for Planet 9 continues to mount, but there may be good reasons why scientists have yet to find it. It might be hiding. Scientists believe the possibility of another planet, one of which may have 10 times the mass of Earth, does indeed exist. Now, those of you who know about the Nibiru ancient text references to it, it's huge. It's not this little planet out there, way out there, past Pluto. It's huge and has a very elliptical orbit. Okay, I think it was 3,600 years or something. Very elliptical orbit, provided that orbit isn't altered at all. It could be longer now. All right, but here's the sun, and here's, really need a graphic for this. And the planets aren't like you were taught in school. They don't boom, 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 all line up exactly. They kind of do this a little bit. However, they're kind of wobbling around. Their orbits are kind of like this, okay? Not like this, and some like this, and some like this, okay? they all kind of do this. You know, they're all kind of generally around this plane, okay? If you think about a graph plane. Nibiru, however, goes like this. And that's why this one's interesting. Because here's what it says. All right. And it's supposed to be huge, by the way. All right. A Caltech scientist has said there are 5 different lines of observational evidence that point to the existence of this planet Planet 9. Okay. 6 known objects in the Kuiper Belt, all of which have elliptical orbits that point in the same direction. The orbits of the objects are all tilted the same ways, 30 degrees downward. That's the key to those of us. Pay attention. Computer simulations show there are more objects tilted with respect to the solar plane. Planet 9 could be responsible for the tilt of the planets in our solar system. The plane of the planet's orbit is tilted about 6 degrees compared to the sun's equator. Some objects from the Kuiper Belt also orbit in the opposite direction of everything else. And that jives with ancient texts. So to me, I call that a disclosure. I do. And I was saving it, and I wasn't really sure why. I was like, what am I waiting for? So, that is your stellar update. What do you think? Something different. It's not all doom and gloom, right? It's not all about, oh my gosh, they're coming to get us. Very, very interesting. However, I still would tell you, because these are coming from the propaganda machine. These are coming from the PSYOP center. Question everything.